Hello everybody, this is Mateo, and this part is going to be post-commentated. Now you may be asking why. Well, this world, Zephyr right here, which I'm not all too fond of, took me 45 minutes to complete, mainly because of one simple minigame. At least, it should be simple, but I didn't find it very simple. So yeah, it really didn't work out for me. And because of 45 minutes, Audacity kind of crashed on me, and I lost all my audio for it. Now you may be wondering, why didn't you just post-commentate it the next day, or maybe immediately after, if you could have? Well, I looked online and I thought I had found a way to retrieve my live audio that I had originally had. The thing is that it brought it down to like 6-second pieces, and I had to piece them all together to make the whole 45 minutes. Well, I was doing that, and I was about halfway through all of the 6-piece segments when I had already hit 45 minutes. So I checked it, and it turned out that the audio was much, much, much slower for whatever reason. I have no idea why. If I will shut up for 15 seconds, I will go ahead and edit in a bit for that. The part that I edited in will be what would have been the intro. So yeah, I'm going to go shut up for like 15 seconds and let you hear that. Okay, I'm going to start talking now. I think that was plenty of time. Here's hoping that I actually remember to edit that in. I should, but I've forgotten to do things in the past, so yeah. Basically, right now I'm trying to kill these birds just because they're annoying. But it ends up that I need a glide-hover combo and then flame in order to get high enough in order to hit them. Which, come on. Yeah, I mean, it's not that this world takes forever. It's just one little mini-game that I have to do. And this world actually has 4 orbs in it, which means a whole lot more minigames, but it's actually just 2 minigames, but you get an orb from each for getting like halfway. Kind of like the manta ray in Aquaria Towers, but there was a better example that I was thinking of. Kind of like ice hockey, but it was like, Hurricos. That platforming segment where you got an orb for getting halfway, that's the example that I was thinking of. But yeah, in this little gorge there's only 8 gems, but they're pretty easy to miss, so go ahead and grab those quickly before you forget. And also, these birds right here, not only do they slap you into the pit, stuff going into the pit will be a theme soon enough, if you know what I'm talking about, if you've played this game before. But they can actually shoot bombshells or something like that out of their mouths. Evolution, what have you done? And by the way, the dog. That's besides the point. That cannon is totally working. You're just stupid, even though it's your job to shoot this cannon. Oh, hello there, bird. Go ahead and fire at it. You should be able to hit it normally. You can actually change the angle of the cannon to make it shoot higher or lower, which we're going to need to do to hit this metal casing here. And we're also going to want to destroy that balloon up there so we could get those gems. There we go, and you also want to destroy the 2 doors, that one and the one, I missed, but yeah, you want to destroy that door and the one that the bird was originally guarding, because one leads to treasure, the one behind us actually, then the one that you're originally facing with the bird behind it is our way further into the level. But, you know, just quickly grabbing some treasure, and now let's see if my aim is any good. Okay, that was too high, that was also too high. That was barely too low, that was too high again, that was the same exact. Okay, slightly, oh, there we go, it only took 8 tries. Okay, now let's see if I can do this one. Too high, too low, too high, my god. That's still too high, but barely. There we go. Probably just want to keep on, like, put it up 1 and then shoot, and then put it up 1 and shoot until you eventually get it. But either way, in this room we get 54 gems from this single little room for firing a cannon into the door. Easy money, really. Okay, And also, we have these birds that'll spit out TNT barrels. They're kind of reminiscent of those certain enemies in Nasty Nork's world from the first game that would constantly throw TNT. However, theirs doesn't roll, it just kind of hits the ground and blows up in front of their face, but they are unharmed. And also, that bird is chasing after the caterpillar. That is hilarious. But yeah, caterpillars will give you your butterflies for this level. Apparently, Spyro's flame causes, what is that, metamorphosis? I think. Where the caterpillar turns into a butterfly. Well. But hey, we have another one of these doors. Hey, I got it first try because I didn't have to aim at all. Okay, now let's see if I can actually get, there's the balloon. And I could shoot the fairy if I wanted to, but she saves my progress and she's nice. I am 98% sure that nothing will happen. So yeah, you just want to make sure you get the couple gems here. And now let's go head down here. Now, I didn't really remember this world when I was heading towards it. Like, I was just like, which world is Zephyr again? I don't really remember what. And then as soon as I saw it, I immediately remembered this world. And this minigame right here is what I remembered. Because this is the minigame that took me forever. Now, I probably ended up doing it some super difficult way. I'm half sure that there's an easier way to do that, and I'll touch on that when I get to the difficult part of it. But for now, I'm just... You see all these cow, elephant things? Yeah, it involves them. But anyways, I'm going to go up here first, because this is where our... if I could jump over to this guy's barrel, and oh, hey, they do roll sometimes. But anyways, I'm going to go up here first because this is a dead end and it just leads to our talisman. So, yeah. Oh, 10 lives. Also, the 1-up butterflies also fully restore Sparks' health. So even if he's gone, I'm pretty sure that he'll be back to yellow and you'll get an extra life. So they're kind of overpowered. I mean, the only 1-up that I could think that's more overpowered is the one in Super Mario Sunshine, because that one gives you an extra life, fully restores your life, and refills your water, which is helpful, although not really crucial, but still. So go ahead, blow up that door, and oh well, that's quite a bit of TNT you got there, sir, and we kind of just killed him. Hopefully we can scavenge a talisman from his dead body. Yeah, it's too low. There we go. It only took 5 tries, and this is just a bunch of reds and greens, I believe. I'm going to go pick those up later, and did that guy just bomb himself? And that one too, or did I flame them just in time? Well, either way, I don't have a Sparks anymore, and I dislike not having a Sparks. So yeah, I should have gotten that 1-up later, but oh well. Checking the totals. Pretty good. We're halfway on gems, have no orbs as usual. I normally do end up getting the talisman first and then all the orbs. That's on accident, I mean, it just kind of happens that way. I mean, I think the worlds are kind of set up that way, so you get the talisman first and then the orbs if you want to, because you need the talisman. The orbs are just extra percentage. Although you do need some orbs to progress through the game, they're not the important thing. The talismans are. Wait a minute, your helmet protected your entire body from that whole just explosion. Really? Well then. Holy crap, this is something that I never noticed before. On the top of their flags of the world, I'm pointing at it because you can totally see me pointing, but on the top of their flags at the beginning and of the end of the world, they show their talisman on it. For instance, you could see there that there was a bomb, and I'm sure in previous worlds there were their talismans as well. That's something that I didn't notice before. That's a nice touch. I like that. Kind of makes them seem more like independent nations, I guess, and they're all doing their own thing, and that's like their medal sort of thing. It just seemed, I don't know. But anyways, these are the Cowleks. These, what did I call them before? Elephant cow things? Yeah, that's it. When you flame them, they'll jump a little and go forward, and you need to get them back into this farmer's pen, and humorously enough, he was called Little Bo Peep. Or Bo Peep, I believe. Just Bo Peep. But that's besides the point. So yeah, he's lost his Cowleks, not his sheep. And I'm pretty sure they even referenced the rhyme there, and he said like, "Hi, I'm Little Bo Peep, and I lost my cowlicks," instead of sheep. So that's humorous. There's actually a couple of just story references. I would say fairy tale, but the other one that I'm thinking of, which is like the only other one really, isn't really a fairy tale, but a Shakespearean play. So more of a tragedy. Great. Brace yourself, you're probably going to like cry or something. I don't know. But yeah, we have a couple more sections to go, including this one where we have our Super Flame power-up for killing a whole bunch of enemies. As well as we have 2 more Cowleks in here. And just a whole bunch of gems. I mean, other than that, this room isn't that important. It's mainly just the Cowleks. And gems, and that's pretty much it. In the other room, however, we have another minigame where we could get 2 orbs, and it's a fun minigame. I like it. Well, it's more of a puzzle, really, but still. So I'm going to go ahead, take the Super Flame power up, blow that up, and kill the 2 birds just because they seem like they'd get rather annoying if I could actually hit them, perhaps. We're going to have fried chicken. Hooray. Okay, so now they're all dead. I'm just going to head on up here now. Oh yes, these things. These mystery jars, as I'll call them, probably. Basically, you hit them, and then they'll go to another part of the world. And they're basically going to make you backtrack throughout the entire world in order to get like 20 gems for your percentage. Yeah. They're kind of annoying. They're a neat idea if only they didn't make you backtrack through the entire world. But I mean, they'll hide themselves. They'll show you where you are, where it is. And if you have every other gem in the world, then the Spark's Compass will point you straight to it, and that makes it even easier. So yeah, it's really not all that bad. It's just kind of annoying how you have to backtrack through the whole world, and the world's kind of just making itself last longer. And that was a missing gem from the time that we blew up the giant metal container. But those are our last 2 Cowleks for this version of the minigame. There will be another version immediately afterwards where we need to find 2 more, and I'll actually do that last because I'm absolutely dreading that. So go ahead and flame the Cowleks into a pit that's like 50, no, not 50 feet, more like 10, 20 feet under them. But they apparently can fall a long distance without getting hurt in the slightest, which is good because they're going to be doing that quite a lot come eventually. Don't go back up the ladder. You don't have hands, silly. Then again, neither does Spyro, so apparently he can climb ladders. Maybe you could buy an upgrade from Moneybags if you want. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our orb from this guy.
Can you help me get the Cowleks back into their pen?
Wait, what? I did that. What? Dude, give me. Oh, I accidentally flamed one of them out. Okay. Still, bad acting is bad. But you should have heard my. If only you could have heard my reaction when that first happened. Maybe I'll play it in super slow-mo. No, I won't. But oh well. We have 27 orbs, and we have 3 more. Now he's going to introduce the second part. And wait a minute, you're a farmer. How do you afford that gold tooth of yours? Granted, you only have 1 tooth, but how is it gold? Oh well, now we're going to go ahead and head on over to the other section of this world, which contains even more gems and the rest of the orbs, and this guy. Hello, Private Romeo. This is the other guy that I was talking about with the Shakespearean tragedy. This guy's Romeo, and he has a love story where he's, yeah, Juliet. Appropriately named, really. And she's all the way up there, and you'll notice that she's actually one of the birds, which is these guys' enemy. So it really does fit well with Romeo and Juliet. I had to read Romeo and Juliet for 8th grade, and it was okay. Definitely not something that I would have read on my own. Like, I wouldn't have woke up one day and think like, oh, hey, I should read Romeo and Juliet. That sounds like fun. But alas. Oh, by the way, there's one of the Cowleks. I will get into them later because right now I'm doing the other orb challenge with Romeo and Juliet. So you may be noticing all these green hexagonal soil patterns, I guess you could call them. Well, that is related to the minigame slash platforming segment slash puzzle that we have to do. But first I'm just going to go ahead and clear this room out of all of its gems because Private Romeo's problems can can wait. I have to pick up money first. Screw the rules, I have money. Quite a bit, actually, until Moneybags takes it all again. Hello, Professor. Yeah, you got a magic bean, and oh, hey, I didn't even think of this before, but this is also a reference to another fairy tale, sort of, Jack and the Beanstalk. I mean, you plant the bean, and the beanstalk will grow, and it'll make a platform for you. Granted, that's not exactly what happened with Jack and the Magic Beanstalk, or however you'd say it, but yeah, so quite a bit of fairy tale slash story references, I guess, for a world that really doesn't reference any stories. Well, shouldn't at least, but oh well. Like, it's not based on them, it just has random references here and there. But anyways, when I first did this puzzle thing, I did it completely wrong, and I eventually figured out what I was supposed to do, but it still took me forever. You might have seen earlier that there was a seed on the windowsill. I'll call it a windowsill just because that's the closest thing that I can think of what it may be. You'll see it later when I pick it up, but I was trying to constantly get that, and by putting just this seed down in here, it's not tall enough for you to reach it up there. You just saw it for like a split second. So what I was trying to do was to spit out the seed and get on top of it before it completely grew, so I'd be on top of it as it grew. I didn't know that you could burn them in order to get the seed back, even though the professor clearly told you. I guess I wasn't paying attention or something. So yeah, I was just trying to get the second platform, which I was just about to grow now, and I would try to jump on top of it, like I'm going to now, and failed, and try to get on top of the platform so I could get the seed. But then the problem was that I experienced afterwards was getting back on this platform, even though I just glowed there, but getting on this platform and also getting the seed into that soil patch, I guess I'll call it. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do that section. Then you grab the seed right over here, and you can shoot it down in here. You could probably shoot it from all the way up there, but for whatever reason I like to get close and personal with my beanstalk growing. So yeah, and those stupid Cowleks are taunting me, dear God. I mean, like, there will come a point where just Cowleks is in the video, and it'll last like 6 minutes. I mean, and it used to be 20, so I did my best, but I still wanted to, like, keep every single time I knocked them into the pit. Okay. So apparently very stupid me doesn't even notice the seed right there, completely fails at getting over there, and is now wondering, where's another seed? I can't grow another plant in order to progress without another seed. And by the way, you could have probably seen the professor right there, halfway up there. He's going to give us our 4th orb as well as a couple more seeds. And then he's all the way back here. Good news, everyone, the professor has invented teleportation, which would be really, really helpful, even though we technically have the teleport portals in order to go to these different worlds. And the dog is barking yet again. Oh my god. The quality in this video is just lowered as my voice kind of like dies a little. Okay, so this time, again, probably could have just spit the bean out from all the way up there, but that's besides the point. Now I gotta go all the way back, and then climb up 3 again, and then platform again, and look at the stupid Cowlek again, and just, but, yeah, these are easy, fun orbs. I enjoy these. Cowleks, well, the first Cowlek game is okay. Second one, not so much, although I'm pretty sure I was doing it wrong. I don't know, maybe somebody could verify that for me when I explained what I was trying to do, and what I think I should have been doing instead. I mean, well, I'll talk about it later. Because right now we have to talk to the professor. Good news, Professor!
Well done, my boy!
Yeah, good news, Spyro, he has 2 more seeds! And now this is like an actual little puzzle bit. But it's not that difficult, although it tricks me the first time around. And he gives us an orb, even though we're getting the orbs for him, so he can create portals and stuff. Yeah, that works, apparently. Oh well. So, what I thought you had to do was just go around with the seed, and then you could plant it, and then you could go around again with the other seed, and you'd be able to go up there. However, the bean plant that I just grew kind of blocks your platform to get to the other side of this room. So I did this kind of wrong. You're supposed to take this seed, spit it out onto that platform, which I'm about to do right now. So take the seed, go across, just leave it sitting right around here or something, and then grab the other one and then make that platform after you cross it like I did before. So yeah, you just want to take the other seed with you up the stairs before you grow this platform. So yeah, there we go, and then we can take this one and then go across and up and then go meet Juliet. So yeah, this wasn't that bad. In fact, this took less time than the first bean growing thing, but then again, I guess the puzzle and this was kind of difficult.
Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Is it just me, or does Juliet sound kind of masculine?
I don't need it anymore.
And she poops out an orb and will then go to her Romeo, because she totally couldn't have done that before without our help, apparently. Oh well, we created true love between a fat purple thing that reminds me of, who is that, the Grimace from McDonald's, the big purple guy that's just kind of there. I don't even know anything about McDonald's. I never eat there, like, ever. Oh, only if, like, there's nothing else for miles and we're in the middle of an 8-hour road trip to visit family or something. But still, like, I try really, really, really hard to not eat McDonald's and to not drink soda, but that's a different thing. So anyways, yeah, but we've just created love between a purple Grimace looking guy. I'm going to say that it's Grimace, I have no idea. And a light blue man-bird thing. So yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to do the Cowlek minigame. And the way that I thought you had to do this was to go all the way over here, go get the Super Flame power-up, and run all the way back, have like 2 seconds to react and try to get the Cowleks across the pit by flaming them and making them jump super high and be able to jump that gap. Now what I think I could have done instead, that's a whole lot easier, is just get them close to the edge and then charge them across the pit, because I believe that the charge actually gives a longer, like a longer distance. I just hit my computer. Oops. Well, the monitor really, but still. Just, I thought that the charge would give a longer distance, so maybe that would work. And something in the back of my mind tells, oh, hey, that caterpillar dropped an extra life butterfly, nice. But something in the back of my mind told me that that's how I was supposed to do it. And I don't think I'm even going to make this. I don't know, I'm kind of running out immediately. Oh, I missed, but I did hit the bird. So that's okay. And now we begin the fail montage. Oh, maybe, oh, no. But I'm incredibly sure that the first time I did try this for a while, until I oh, wow, okay, cool. Made it. Maybe. I don't know, I don't want to speak too soon. But I believe the first time I did try the fireball thing for a while. But then I think after a while I tried to charge them and I'm pretty sure it worked. I don't know why I didn't think to try it. Oh man, don't knock them off the edge. Okay, could you get past the two, no, that's 2 Cowleks down the pit. And yeah, I'm basically just going to keep count. So now, right now we're at 2. And here goes 3. Fantastic. Let's see if, nope. That's not a 4. Wow, this is bad. Why didn't I try charging? Oh, you could have grabbed on. 5. Okay, maybe this will work. Maybe. Oh, no. 6. 6 Cowleks in the pit. Oh, okay, 1 went in, but the other one made it, so yay, I guess. That's 7 Cowleks in the pit, but I at least made one get across the gap. And I just kept complaining about how annoying this was, because with the Super Flame, you have to basically get them right on the edge, and because they move around randomly and don't stay near the edge, and if they're like halfway across between the edge and the distance that you could get to Super Flame them once to get to the edge, is if they're in the middle, then they're just going to fall back in the pit, so it's really not going to work out. And I tried charging there, but I was way too far away. But that's what made me think that charging would work, but I didn't try it. And that was 8 Cowleks down the hole. And oh great, this again. Let's see if I've learned from my mistakes. Let's just wait until the Cowlek can actually figure out that he can walk past things. And there we go. It just took a really long time because I kept backtracking back to the flame, which took like a minute each time just to get there and back. And I mean, I failed like 8 times there, so that's 8 minutes lost. And well, apparently longer because I cut more out, so I don't know. Oh well, this is his last Cowlek, and if I could not knock one out this time, I will get my orb. You are indeed impressed. You are welcome. And give me an orb. Well, a fair reward would be much more. However, I guess I shall accept an orb because the game forces me to. But try charging into them when they're right by the edge, flame them close to the edge, and then charge them afterwards, and I'm 98% sure. There's a 98% possibility that they will make it across the edge, or the gap, or whatever you'd say. But anyways, pretty much the rest of this is going to be me finding that hidden jar multiple times until it decides to pop out gems. And I get those gems, and then the end cinematic, and then that's pretty much it. So yeah, 27-minute video. Kind of sorry that it's 27 minutes. I mean, that's a really long time, going on a half hour long now. That's longer than that's longer than cartoons. So yeah, but at the same time, it used to be 45 minutes, and I really didn't want to split this into 13-minute segments. So yeah, it's okay, but at least I didn't be talking like this constantly, or however it went. Good thing I said that too, because that just reminded me that I need to put my super slow talking at the very beginning here. I almost forgot, even though that was only 27 minutes ago. And I think somebody's car alarm went off. Ah, well then. Now the purple Grummus guys are placing birdseed, and the birds are all like, oh my god, yay! And then they're going to get a cannonball to the face. Go cartoon violence. I didn't make a single Big Bird joke. I just now thought of Big Bird, but, well, too late. But anyways, thanks for putting up with my post-commentariness for 27, almost 28 minutes. In the next part, we will go to Skelos Badlands, so I will see you all then. Goodbye.